Have you ever felt like certain people entered your life at just the right time, as if guided by an invisible hand, or experienced the incredibly strange feeling of meeting someone new, as if you knew them in a previous life? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating idea that the people we encounter aren't random at all, but arrive in our lives for specific reasons. So grab a cozy seat and stay tuned, because what you're about to hear might just change how you view every relationship in your life. But first, if you enjoy content that makes you think deeper about life and relationships, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us create more mind-expanding videos like this one. One day, as the elderly monk Hataka meditated beneath a blossoming cherry tree, a young man named Hiroshi approached him respectfully. "Master," he asked, "I sometimes meet people and feel an instant connection, as if I've known them before. Other times, I get a bad feeling about someone right away. Do people really come into our lives by chance?" Hataka fixed his piercing gaze on the young man and replied, "People never enter our lives by accident, Hiroshi. This truth runs deeper than we can imagine. In life, we encounter many souls. Some briefly pass through, while others stay to walk beside us for a time. Each has a unique role to play in our story." The old monk slowly rose and gestured to the sky above. "Look at the birds, young friend. They do not fly aimlessly, but are carried by invisible air currents, just as we are guided by the unseen forces of destiny." Hiroshi contemplated the birds soaring overhead, trying to grasp the profound meaning in his master's words. "Imagine your life as a garden," Hataka continued. "Every person who crosses your path is like a seed planted by fate. Some bloom into vibrant flowers that grace a single season. Others grow into mighty trees that offer shade for years to come. But each brings the promise of new growth." Hiroshi nodded thoughtfully, reflecting on the various flowers and trees that had blossomed along his own life's journey. "Those who hurt us," Hataka said in a compassionate tone, "are often our greatest teachers. They are the sharp stones on our path. Despite the pain they cause, they teach us to grow stronger and find our inner resilience." The young monk closed his eyes, recalling the challenges that had tempered his own spirit over time. "And then there are those who appear precisely when we need them most," Hataka added, gesturing to a majestic tree nearby. "Just as the roots of this tree anchor it during storms, these people support us through our darkest hours." Hiroshi thought of someone who had been his refuge during a difficult time, a steady presence when he needed it most, even though they had since parted ways. Finally, Hataka concluded wisely, "Some remain with us always. They are like the fixed stars in our sky, constant and bright, true friends, family members, or perhaps a soulmate. With them, we share life's burdens and celebrate its joys." The young monk smiled, feeling a wave of gratitude for the special souls who had touched his life. Hataka gazed up at the sky, a subtle light dancing in his eyes. "Recognize and appreciate every person who crosses your path, Hiroshi. Each is an essential thread in the tapestry of your existence, just as you are in theirs. Life is an intricate web of destinies," the master continued, "and each encounter contributes to the fabric of who we become. Know that there are fundamentally three types of individuals we meet: those who challenge us to evolve, pushing us past our limits to reach new levels of awareness; those who bring a breath of fresh air, renewing our inner world; and those who remind us to stay the course, even if they walk beside us only briefly." Hiroshi listened intently, absorbing the wisdom of his master's words and understanding that every person in his life held deeper meaning and purpose. "Their role is crucial," Hataka emphasized. "They remind us of our true path, strengthening our resolve to move forward." The master's teachings resonated deeply with the young novice. In the years that followed, Hiroshi continued on the path illuminated by Hataka's wisdom. Every encounter, whether a passing stranger or a lifelong companion, became for him a precious piece in the mosaic of his existence. Through joys and challenges, Hiroshi learned that every person, every experience, brought with it a hidden gift, a valuable lesson that contributed to his growth and spiritual fulfillment. As time passed, the novice himself became a senior monk, his eyes shining with hard-earned wisdom and his heart full of gratitude. In his role as a spiritual guide, Hiroshi shared with young monks the profound truth Hataka had taught him, that life is a constant flow of meaningful encounters, each contributing to the unique beauty of our existence. So what's the takeaway from this story? That in life, every encounter, no matter how brief or intense, adds richness to our journey. Life is a magnificent adventure of discovery, and each person who crosses our path brings a unique gift. Sometimes these individuals leave for no apparent reason. Other times they may behave poorly, forcing us to distance ourselves. What we must understand is that their work in our lives is complete because one of our needs or desires has been fulfilled. In a world where people's paths intersect and diverge like branches of a great tree, true wisdom lies in opening our hearts to every encounter and learning from the lessons hidden within the folds of destiny. As we move towards our life goals, difficult challenges and trials will always await us. We may feel helpless at times, but it's precisely in these moments that the universe sends us people who give us the courage to face these challenges and overcome obstacles. Their support and encouragement inspire us and give us the strength to move forward. In the Dance of Life, Hotaka told the young novice every encounter is a musical note. Listen carefully to the melody revealed through the people who cross your path. Find beauty in the harmony of human connections. Remember, whether it's a profound love, a special friendship, or even a brief acquaintance who touches our journey, an encounter can change us forever. Have you ever felt compelled to help someone even when they didn't explicitly ask? How did it turn out? Have you ever wondered if your good intentions could have unforeseen negative consequences? In the Zen story you're about to hear, we'll explore why it's often best not to help others unless they specifically request it, both for their sake and your own. So stay tuned, because what you're about to discover could radically change how you view relationships and personal boundaries. And hey, if you're enjoying this journey of wisdom and self-discovery, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep bringing you these life-changing insights. In a serene Buddhist monastery nestled among lush gardens and ancient trees, the wise old monk Noro gathered his disciples to discuss a topic close to their hearts. Curiosity was palpable in the air as the students fixed their eyes on Noro, eager to understand why their well-intentioned acts of kindness sometimes led to unexpected outcomes. Life, Noro began in his calm, resonant voice, is like a great river, and each of us is a small boat navigating its tumultuous course. Often we're tempted to jump into that current, trying to steer other people's boats without being asked. To illustrate his point, Noro shared a story passed down through centuries about a young monk who, in his eagerness to help a struggling companion, intervened without invitation. Although well-intentioned, the monk's actions set off a chain of unexpected events, creating an intricate labyrinth of challenges for both individuals. Suffering, Noro continued, his eyes reflecting deep understanding, is a necessary lesson in our spiritual growth. Each individual, like a precious jewel, is shaped by the pressures of life and the challenges they face. But when we intervene without being called, we rob them of the opportunity to learn, grow, and cultivate their own strength. Noro then spoke of two friends, Shun and Masu, who had shared joys and sorrows since their school days. One day, Shun learned of the financial troubles Masu had fallen into and decided to secretly help by paying off some of his friend's debts. Shun's intentions were undoubtedly good, the master explained. However, his gesture had unexpected and unfortunate consequences. Masu, though grateful, was deprived of the opportunity to resolve the situation in his own way. This led to emotional detachment and strain on their friendship, demonstrating how even our kindest deeds can have unforeseen repercussions. Each individual, Noro elucidated, is subject to their own karma. Every action we take, good or bad, returns to us like an echo. When we help without being asked, we disrupt the delicate balance of another person's karma and, paradoxically, may harm our own as well. The old monk shared more stories, such as that of a young man eager to solve the problems of a dear friend without her having asked, who found himself entangled in a series of endless difficulties and misadventures. If you enter a labyrinth that is not yours, someone else's life, without being invited, Noro cautioned, you could set off a chain reaction of events, creating an intricate web of connections. Your gesture of friendship, no matter how well-intentioned, could end up causing more harm to your friend and to yourself. Suffering, Noro continued, his voice filled with compassion, is often the result of past actions, and our intervention could alter the natural course of learning that the individual should experience. He spoke of many moments when empathy had pushed him to offer help, but how Buddha taught the wisdom of waiting for the person themselves to ask for assistance. Every action we take, Noro said, using a metaphor to clarify the concept, is like throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples spread and return to us. When we help without being asked, we not only influence the karma of others, but create ripples that can impact our own lives in ways we cannot foresee. As the lesson drew to a close, Noro looked at his disciples with compassionate eyes. My children, life is an intricate dance, and others can be our guides or our shadows. Be aware of these principles, but do not live in constant fear. Cultivate a garden of trust and mutual respect around you. Surround yourself with trusted people and don't allow the shadows to destroy the light you have inside. What is the moral of this story? It reminds us of the wisdom in discerning when to reach out and when to wait. Karma, like an unbroken river, carries our actions with it, and the way we offer our help can alter the very fabric of destiny. Before reaching out to help someone, remember that each encounter and each challenge is part of their own karmic journey. Sometimes the best help we can offer is to allow them to navigate their path themselves. We must reflect on what they truly need. Not everyone seeks advice, sometimes they just need a listening ear and an understanding heart. Therefore, let us always remember to respect the sacred nature of each individual's path. Help should never be an impulsive act, but rather a conscious gesture respectful of free will and the personal and spiritual growth of others and ourselves. Life is an intricate web of lessons and opportunities for growth. When we offer our help without being called, we can deprive others of the precious opportunity to learn about themselves. Wisdom lies in recognizing that sometimes the best lesson is one learned through one's own effort and experience. Therefore, let our help be a beacon of light offered when requested with awareness and respect, rather than a chain of unexpected events. Remember, your support for my channel allows us to continue sharing these profound insights. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Together we can embark on a journey of wisdom and self-discovery. Until next time, may your path be filled with meaningful encounters and personal growth.